Hi everyone. Welcome to the Inky Owl Studio, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today I want to get you caught up on my junk journal, my vintage grungy junk journal called By the Letter, and the theme is letters and writing and postcards and stamps and that type of a thing that I've kind of like roughly put in here. And if you go back and look at my original video, I got a lot of my inspiration from the latest Somerset magazine and from Creative Cafe Girl from Susie. And so anyways, this is kind of like how it's coming about. Doing pretty good. Last time we did the pockets, and so I wanted to show you that I sewed the pocket in. And this is the middle of a signature. And you'll notice, here's the thread, if you can see it in there. And then I am just going to glue it up like I did these here. And then you'll have a nice little pocket to put things in, but without, hiding the stitching there. So it's kind of a clever way to, or a different way, not that the stitching is a bad thing to see, but it's just a clever way to hide that up. So that's how it looks when it's inside the journal. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what's this all about? And that is because I am making a hidden spine on this particular journal. And by that, I mean I have the cover. I ended up, actually I was going to do a soft color cover, but I went back and did the original vintage book and altered that. And I have a layer of chipboard in here. And you probably can't see that, but the chipboard, maybe you can if I tilt it, the chipboard is thinner than the book. And so usually I would put like another layer. I would put 2 layers of chipboard down to have it flush. But what I decided to do in this case was make a hidden one. So I took the chipboard instead and put it here. And, I took the inside cloth. This is the cloth that I used to bind the book with. And instead of coming all the way down in here, I used it to glue on top of that piece of chipboard, sewed my signatures to it, and now the next step will be to glue this portion into the spine area here first, and then once that is dried, go back and glue in the 2 cloth tabs that are sticking up here and glue those in, making sure that you get into that groove, that little groove that you put in there. And then usually what I do is after it's set a little bit, like 5-10 minutes, I turn the book like this and I just let it sit like this overnight, and then it'll be all glued for the next day and all ready to go. So that is where I am on the signatures and the cover. And so today, I did want to talk to you about the so I thought we could just do a little ephemera. I'm going to work on a little project for the ephemera that goes inside, and we could just do a little craft along. I have the cover to do yet for the journal, and I was hoping to have that done by today, but it looks like it's going to be another day. I am working on these little pieces of ephemera. I love the sound. Oh, listen to that crinkly sound. Yes, I love the sound of that cellophane in the window envelopes. And so I made this little journaling card so that when you write on it, and handle it, you can hear that really lovely sound. And these were kind of fun. I got this idea from Ephemera's Garden. Debbie Ann, she did this on her Patreon. She did something like this, but with a botanical theme to it. And I thought, oh, I like this. I like that idea. I really do. So I thought, well, let's just work on one today, and I'll just show you what I did. I tea stained an envelope, and then I just cut out the front portion of it, just so I have like the window. And then I am going to take a piece of cardstock so that you can write on the back of it, and that's going to basically be glued on there eventually. But before that, I want to make a background. So I am not making this a pocket one. And a couple of the reasons is because I think, I don't know, I think it may end up like, the parts of it is sort of like separating, and it's really hard to get this to stay glued. A lot of glue doesn't want to stick to that cellophane, and I just felt like in and out, it just would be a lot of wear and tear. So I'm making everything enclosed is what I'm going to do. Just collaged a few of the papers, and I am going to set it up, so that it kind of fits in that window pretty well. So now, of course, an easier way to do this is just take a full sheet of paper and put behind it. But I had all these scraps of paper left over, so that's why I pieced them together. And I'm just going to glue that down inside of there like this. And yes, I'm almost out of art glitter glue. So, and that's the thing about being in isolation. I have to, because I'm a high risk factor. I've got a lot of strikes against me about getting sick. So I can't go out and use my coupons. So I have to pay full price and order them on Amazon, which in a lot of areas, Amazon is, only working or putting priority on essentials. And I suppose, glue is, I think it's pretty essential, but apparently Amazon doesn't, which I understand. And so I'm just going to have to wait, I guess. I'm just going to have to order it and just have it take its good old time, right? Hopefully. And I do have some other glues, fortunately, that don't work as well, but I can probably do okay. All right, so there's the little girl that I'm going to use. Going to put her in there. So let's just get her glued up in there. Oh yeah, here it, see. I think I have like a little bit left in the big bottle, but certainly not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I'm probably not the only crafter in that situation. Okay, there we go. There we go. So here she is. And I think I put a little 6 on her beforehand. And she's so cute. So cute. Here, let's see her without the cellophane on and get a better look at her. She's so cute. And then I'm just going to go through here and glue this down through here. Though I'll have to say, I probably am talking with my daughter more often than usual, because she's kind of stuck at home too. So we're probably chatting almost every day, when before it would only be like maybe twice, 2-3 times a week. But that's fun. It's okay. I love it. Okay, then get that on there and just come through and cut it down So this is a really good idea also if you have any kind of dried flowers. I do believe that's what I've seen done with like specimen, whatever you can do with a specimen card, you can certainly do that with here. You can put like a dried flower in there. That'd be really cute, really pretty. And I'm going to leave this here. This is the original postage and stamp that the letter came, and I'm just going to leave it there because that's kind of my theme anyways. And I'm going to take this little piece of cloth. Now what I did with this was I took a strip of cloth, and then let me go grab a strip of cloth and then I'll show you what I did. I just took a strip, and then on the sewing machine I would just keep bunching it up like this, and just, you know, I would just bunch it up, you know, quite a bit, and just sew over that. And I sewed like a long strip. I wish I could show you. I should have prepared one before, and then just cut them off to do this, you know, little cute swatch up there in the corner. And try to get that glue out. Yeah. I know all my glue, I'm kind of like going like, ooh, I better be careful. Just use what I need. Should be that way anyways, you know. Really should be that way anyhow. So this little piece of cloth, and we're going to get a button. Button. Put that up there. Stick it on. Okay. So that's a cute little, fun little journaling card to put in there. And it sounds so nice. I love that sound. So that's kind of what I did today. Now I could sew around it, but I'm probably not going to sew around it, just for something different. What you can do, I think, you know what? I think this would look really cool. And let me go get my pen. If you didn't want to, or can't sew because you don't have a sewing machine, you can always do kind of like faux stitching. So I got a real fine tip marker, and you can just put your ruler down where you would like to have it. Let's see if I can do this so that you can see. Don't want to cover up what I'm doing. And then just make little dashes, and they don't have to be perfect. In fact, it's probably a good idea not to concentrate on too much perfection, because, you know, it's better that they all be a little wonky than one or two wonkies in the perfect ones. So you can just do this all the way around, and you'll have a simulation of stitching, you know, which would be kind of cool. So I'm making like short ones, and then I'm making a long one, maybe 3 short ones and a longer one, maybe 1 short one, a long one. I am just sort of doing it very unevenly like. And no, don't tell me I'm running out of ink. No. So I'm just going to complete this one side just to give you an idea. So I sort of went randomly, and some are long, some are short, you know, whatever. And you can do this all the way around, and it would be really quite cute. You know, it will be this little simulation of stitching. Yep, I think that would be a good substitute. In fact, even if you can sew. Maybe that's something you can sit down and do in the evenings and while you're watching TV or relaxing or whatever. So I will finish doing that off screen so that you don't have to watch me do that the whole way. So anyways, that is my little project for today. Thank you so much for viewing. I hope everyone has plenty of supplies. I know the toilet paper shortage. I thought if I had to, I could go old school. I have this really great catalog with thin sheets in it. I mean, really, we may get this desperate. I don't know. So anyways, I hope everyone is staying safe, and I wish you the very best, and I will be back, and hopefully the very next video I do will be a flip through. So thanks for viewing. Bye.